Good morning, everybody. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nini Lestari Marbun. Now I wanna tell you about Alaska and Yukon, Tatshenshini, river rafting, wilderness, white water, and pristine natural beauty. Bird among the chiseled, now clad mountains of the Yukon, the Tatshenshini River flows with a casual grace past files of white flowers and sweeping glaciers on its relentless path to the sea. Explore this remote, rugged habitat of grizzly and black bear, mountain goat, moose, belt eagle, and osprey. Start the trip in lush forest and by the end, take in the breathtaking ice age scenery while rafting among icebergs. Join this epic rafting among join this epic adventure on easy rapids navigated by expert guides and day hikes through dazzling wilderness that gratifies the soul. Please note that the itinerary and the dates may slightly vary depending on river and weather conditions, group abilities, and permit requirements. Raft class 2 and 3 rapids over 122 miles down the river through a great wilderness frontier. Enjoy up close views of roaming wildlife like grizzly bears, wolves, mountain goats, and moose. Hike through fields of wildflowers, sweeping glaciers, and through glacier valleys and campsite. Site. Arrive Highness, Alaska. Depart Yakutat, Alaska. Price from 5,295. Duration 11 days. Departure sea dates. Group site 5 until 12 just mean age for 14 years. Activity level 3. Day 1. Arrive in Highness, Alaska. Arrive in Highness, Alaska by 3:30 p.m. to have enough time to check in and be ready for the 5 p.m. welcome meeting at the hotel. You'll meet your guides and fellow travelers, get oriented for the trip, and walk to the warehouse nearby to pick up your gear and dry bags. Then a celebratory dinner is served prior to an early evening to get ready for the big adventure ahead. This Victorian era hotel offers all the amenities of modern lodging in historic surroundings. Now a National Historic Landmark, the housing land was one the commanding offers quarters of Alaska's notable for seaward. Many guest rooms are adorned with the original decorative Belgian fireplace or claw-footed bathtubs. Meals dinner. Day 2. Travel to Dalton Post in Yukon Territory, Canada. After breakfast, meet at the Housingland Hotel lobby and board a van for a beautiful 3-hour drive up the Chilkat River Valley, across the border into British Columbia, and on to Dalton Post in Yukon Territory, Canada. After reaching back into the rafts, we'll push off on the Tatshenshini River, soon plunge into the accelerating Class 3 rapids of the Tatshenshini Fjord, the large section of technical rapids on the trip. Upon emerging into calmer waters, make camp along the river. Accommodation empty Sobek Camp, Tatshenshini, Alaska. On each night of your Tatshenshini adventure, you will enjoy camping in spectacular spots right next to the river, often with views of glaciers included in our expedition style trip are 3% for season 10 for every 2 people, plus term a rest pads and rest sleeping bags. At lunch and dinner time, you will enjoy gourmet meals carefully prepared by the guides. Activity 4 hours, 12 miles, rafting class 2 and 3 rapids. Transportation 3-hour private fun transfer, meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Day 3, Raft Silver Creek to Sideman Creek. The river slowly builds momentum over the next few days as we wind our way toward the beautiful Alsek and noisy ranges. Stay observant in this meandering stretch of scenic forested river, where it's prime country for moose, bear, and wolf. The beaches are often marked with the tracks of all three. We will take the opportunity to lie over in this corridor for 2 nights, allowing us greater hiking and wildlife viewing. Accommodation, Empty Sobek Camp, Tatshenshini, Alaska. Activity 6 hours, 22 miles rafting class 2 and 3 rapids, meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Day 4, spot wildlife on hikes. Enjoy a mellow morning at camp before your choice of a short or long hike to a spectacular overlook through all cottonwood trees and aspen forest. If you're lucky, catch views of the animals themselves and making noise is announced in this wide environment. If the weather holds, the full day will be spent hiking in this spectacular area on this slow over day. Activity 2 until 6 hours or 2 until 4 miles hiking. Elevation, Jane and Lowe's, meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Day 5, raft deeper into the Alsek Range. We will continue down the spectacular Tatshenshini River, winding deeper into the glaciers of the Alsek Range. You'll feel the landscape change from densely forested meandering river into steeper mountains with fast-moving braided river. Activity 6 hours, 15 miles rafting class 2 and 3 rapids. Meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Day 6. Continue down the tap to Tuwak Creek. Continue down the spectacular Tatshenshini River, winding deeper into the glaciers of the Alsek Range. You'll feel the landscape change from densely forested meandering river into steeper mountains with fast-moving braided river channels. You'll announce their Monkey Range Rapid and many small creeks that contribute to tripling the water level of the river since you started this journey. Activity 6 hours or 29 miles rafting class 2 and 3 rapids, meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Day 7, reach the confluence with the Alsek River. The mountains, river, and wildlife become more spectacular as the sweet flowing river brings us closer to the majestic confluence with the Alsek River, a place many call the center of the universe. The campsite vista spans the broad expanse of both river valleys, flanked by more than 20 different glaciers. Activity 4 hours, 15 miles rafting class 2 and rapids, meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Day 8, experience the dramatic Walker Glacier. Below the confluence with the Alsek River, the scenery becomes even more dramatic, and the river turns into a series of gravel beds in a 3-mile wide valley. Rounding the corner at the end of a long straight way, see the dramatic side of the Walker Glacier. Its blue and white spires dominate the view for several hours. If conditions allow, take someone time to watch the glacier and maybe even float near its terminus. Activity 5 hours, 17 miles rafting class 2 rapids, meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Day 9, float the Alsek River and hike. The surrounding high peaks rise steeply from the banks to their trickly glaciated summits. This is ice age country as literally dozens of large and small glaciers fill every vista around the tiny rest. Leave the eminence Novata Glacier and float toward Alsek Lake, dominated by looming 15,320-foot Mount Fairweather. Spot many species of birds, including bald ageless semi-plumaged plovers, small spotted sandpipers, northern phalaropes, American pipits, and more. Activity 5 hours, 16 meals rafting. Meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Day 10, reach us lake and the knob. Pass through several different mountain ranges and finally enter Alsek Lake. Watch and listen as giant chunks of ice calve into the water from the 7-mile face of the Alsek Glacier. The icebergs here are larger than those in Glacier Bay. Some icebergs are 75 feet high. The guides row among ice floes sculpted into bizarre, fluted, ever-changing, phantasmagoric space, a veritable iceberg garden with a little luck catch a glimpse of impressive Mount Fairweather, the tallest peak in Glacier by National Park, looming in front of the camp. Activity 3 hours, 15 miles rafting, meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Day 11, depart from dry by bus plane. After navigating through broken iceberg chunks known as Bergy Beats into the flat forested plains beyond Alsek Lake, arrive at the dry bay outpost along the estuary of the Alsek River. Board a small aircraft for a spectacular charter flight to Yakutat. Activity 3 hours, 15 miles rafting, transportation 1 hours charter flight, meals, breakfast, lunch. Okay, thank you for your attention. Bye.